it when Pete expresses his astonishment that 57 and not the vaunted MI6 are his country's true hidden protectors. Well, either have a secret service or don't, but if you do, then they should be bloody well secret, not holed up in some gaudy Lego fortress on the south bank of the Thames. As for mathematics, why make Pete a maths prodigy? Well, I was always fascinated by maths. It's the language of the universe, the music of the universe, the bones of nature. Who could not be excited by that? I was desperate to be good at it. There was only one problem. Maths is hard. And I sucked at it. And to that extent, Pete is a wish fulfillment character for me, and hopefully for the reader too. Hopefully you'll agree that it's cool to spend some time in the head of a genius. And as for the last theme, fear, panic, why did I write a character with a mental health condition? That's the simplest of the lot. The reason for that, rather, is the simplest of the lot. It's because I have a mental health condition. Now, so do you all, by the way. Just as with your lungs or your kneecaps, the health of your mind can occupy a whole spectrum of conditions, from pristine and new when you're born to, well, works fine, but has kind of been a bit battered by life, to verging on total collapse and then back again. And it may well do at various points in your life. Now, my mental illnesses have been variously diagnosed as depression, anxiety, bulimia, and obsessive compulsive disorder. But when you get right down to it, those are all just aspects of my brain. Now, the ongoing and necessary conversation around representation in the media often centers on the critical value of that's obtained by readers being from all backgrounds, especially young ones, being able to see themselves in stories. That need is, if anything, even more acute when it comes to representations of mental health, and that's for one specific reason. It's the nature of mental illness to isolate you, to trap you in this few square inches of your own skull, to make you feel like you're a freak, like you're the only one like that, even though statistically 1 in 4 people will experience a mental illness at some point in a given year. It's not necessarily a big deal, although it may be. It's a thing that people keep secret. And so, unlike many other aspects of diversity, not only can you not see it in stories, you often can't see it around you either, even though it is absolutely there. So that's one reason I was decided to be open about mine. And when White Rabbit, Red Wolf was released here in the UK, I gave media interviews about it. One of those interviews with the BBC became the most viewed thing on the BBC website within a few hours of it going live. In the wake of that interview, I received a deluge of messages on Twitter and Facebook and my website from other people, from other young men in particular, who had similar experiences to me, who had been keeping them secret out of shame, and now were telling me, a total stranger, something they hadn't told their closest friends. And that experience, that was the genesis of Heartstream. Heartstream is the story of Amy Becker. She's a social media star on a futuristic app that lets you share your emotions and your experiences directly with your audience. If you haven't seen it, I strongly suggest that you check out Polyandria's trailer for Heartstream on their Instagram page. It really captures the feel of the book. Now, most of the big names on Heartstream are like Instagram influencers are today. They sell access to the experience of their privileged lives. Check out how great it feels to have my rock hard apps, that kind of thing. But Amy's different. She broadcasts out her experience of the final days of her mother dying of cancer. It was like the realest, rawest reality TV imaginable. And it